Last episode, we managed to become the ultimate raid boss Sion, making the enemy relive their past trauma as we force our way through the back door and secure ourselves a victory. This placed us at 342 LP, which is where we're going to be starting out the video today. As you can see, we are on a massive climb. We queue back up and are immediately greeted with the most beautiful sight you'll ever see, the Karthus ADC. What makes this so beautiful, you ask? Well, that means we can play double jungle Sion.
And I got the right runes. Wow, that just cost me a kill.
Straight off the bat, we were a little bit upset, not gonna lie. The runes swapped. The goddamn Mobalytics app, it automatically swapped me to the most popular Sion runes, but that doesn't work for freaking double jungle Sion. We needed our Glacial, it would have given us a kill.
How did he get that? That's insane.
Things were not going in our favor, or so I thought, because Udyr ends up showing up at the blue.
He's got no smite, what's he doing?
Surely he knows that there's no chance I would be not coming for his blue, right? And I have smite, and he doesn't. So I'm not sure what he's thinking. He's clearly trying to scout for me.
He thinks I'm not here. I get my smite, I can steal the next one. Let's go meet him at the next one.
Thought I'd take a moment to ask you guys for a favor. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a comment and like the video. We can definitely do better than we are in terms of engagement, so feel free to help me out. I mean, these take a long time to make, and I would appreciate it. My original plan after scaring the Udyr out of his red side was to take the red cam, but then the enemy team used the vision orb, and it didn't reveal the Sion, which means they only know that Shyvana's in this brush, and they think they're catching him off guard.
Oh, I died for no reason there. My shield wasn't up.
Even though we die, still pretty good. I can run over and help leash this red. Keep in mind as well, like, that Ezreal should be farming. Our Karthus got the push in the wave. We got all those kills. We denied the red. This is all going perfectly for our team.
I'm taken. Run! Cyrus.
The thing about double jungle is once you start invading and taking the enemy jungler's camps, a lot of the time they tend to start counter invading and you end up finding them on your side of the jungle. That's what happened earlier.
Oh, my thing didn't go up. Oh, I missed. He did.
Back with the progression of this game, the scoreline is 4-12 in our favor. All our lanes are winning, including our solo laner in the bot, which is a Karthus, so we don't have an ADC. I'm ganking every single lane, and they're all working, and this is no different. We pick up the Vayne, get her flash, head straight to the mid lane, where Diana is caught off guard, and here's another kill just for us, because we steal it. Sucks to be Yasuo. Zooming through, the scoreline is now 6-21, and I am kind of dicking around.
Oh, fuck.
Sometimes it's good to have a little bit of fun. The scoreline between the two teams, it's so far that it would take close to a miracle for them to come back. And that miracle, it ain't coming this game, I'll tell you that much. We secured the Baron and all managed to escape for free. We then stacked the bot lane and pushed through to end this game. For all our hard efforts, we are rewarded with 21 LP, so we are now sitting on 363 LP, almost at that 400 mark. Starting a new career isn't always easy, but that doesn't mean there aren't easy ways to get started. We've partnered up once again with Boot.dev. These guys are here to help you forge a successful career in programming. The founders are both hardcore gamers themselves, and they know exactly what it takes to transition you from gaming into creating games of your own. For them, it's quite simple. Their goal is to teach you programming, but to do it in a manner that will allow you to both learn and have fun at the same time. They focus on the back-end development of programming, and they've created their entire course using a very unique approach. As in, Boot.dev is a programming RPG. It serves to make your learning journey fun, with experience, quests, levels, achievements, all on their global leaderboard if you feel like getting competitive. Now, the median salary for a back-end developer in the United States in 2023 is over $100,000. That's a lot of money, and it's a job that's often remote or can be done hybrid, so you can be kicking back earning the big bucks from the comfort of your home. And with Boot.dev, you'll be learning the back-end development with Python and Go in a self-paced way that makes it feel like a role-playing game. The platform is designed to get you writing a ton of code because they believe the best way to learn is by getting your hands on the keyboard and shipping projects. The creators of Boot.dev never want a student feeling like they've spent money on something that isn't helping them, so they offer you guys a 30-day no questions asked refund policy, a free demo of every single course and all of its interactive features, so you know exactly what you're getting into, and if you don't like it, you can just get your money back. So sign up now using promo code Tilterella for 25% off your first month or your first year. Really depends on which subscription you decide to choose. Welcome back. This is game number 2. We are playing Sion top. We all stacked this brush, assuming the Nautilus might invade. No one showed up. As I'm pathing top, I run into some unfriendly faces in our jungle. You could be absolutely damn certain if there is a fight at level 1 to be had, I am going to take it. I might be half HP, I might be 1/4 HP, I could care less. I'm going to suicide and I'm going to run my passive straight into the enemy team. That whole exchange worked out perfectly for us. We managed to get back to lane in time to just pick up the first 3 melee minions. Renekton didn't. This means we have a level advantage, and we use that level advantage to take control of the lane and bully the Renekton. I went back to pick up the Cull rather than pushing in the wave, so it slow pushes in my direction. Plus I have an item advantage, a health advantage. This Renekton is in a terrible position. I do believe he also used his teleport to get the lane because he was late. So now I'm freezing this wave, getting additional gold from the Cull, and our team is winning the team fight without us. This is looking like a perfect game to be playing top lane. We're still zoning out this Renekton, and he also doesn't really seem to know how to play this champion. Funnily enough, prior to this game, maybe a couple days earlier, this exact top laner was beaming me when he had only like 30 LP higher. He was calling me low master, whatever. He had 30 LP more than me, and he was beaming about how high his LP was. He ended up falling down to Diamond 1, and so I figured I would put salt in the wound and tilt him a little bit more, get that edge going, you know? We killed him once again. We're pretty much just farming Renekton at this point. He's part of our Cull collection. I don't think he's main rolled here. I think he's off roll. I do believe he might be an ADC. Anyway, I could care less. I wanted his LP for all the shit he was talking. We end up tanking this tower here and allowing our Nidalee to get the kill for free. This comes back to bite us in the butt because we made an enemy with the Eve. So she promptly came back to the top lane and collected gold from us. I guess that wasn't very prompt after all. I head to the bot lane, top lane's done, we've farmed him all we can, and I hide in the brush. This Varus did have some gold on him, so killing him is going to be beneficial to us. He burns his flash, and this is just a free cleanup. There's nothing he can do to get away from us. We farmed all the tower platings in top. After killing Varus, we took all the ones in the bottom, and we're working our way towards the tier 2s. As that is happening, Eve and Renekton attempt their final shot at killing me before they never attempt it again, because they realize they can't fucking do it. This is the moment that a normal Renekton would pull away and realize this is not happening. Not this guy. He is determined to get a kill. I think he knows he's lost the LP, and the only thing on his mind is Sion blood. It's a shame. He's just gonna have to wait till next game, I guess. Or whenever he manages to get back in a master. That teleport there was for BM, and it's not the only time we BM'd this Varus. I think he's a really good player, actually. So this BM was more just for fun. I think the game's over, and he knows it too. We just burnt the shit out of that garlic bread. And now I give you the final team fight of the game. Very quick one, 18 minutes. We've landed a clean ult onto the enemy ADC. He's the only one that had any gold. I passed straight through because I know he's dead. And in an attempt to kill this Nautilus before the time runs out, we failed. 0-8 Renekton, he got absolutely squashed. I'm assuming he's fallen a lot further than Diamond 1 since then, because he seemed tilted. Either way, thank you for your LP. We are now 383 LP master. This leads us into game 3, which starts off with a shit ton of action. I was late to this fight. I was in the spawn, so I still have my movement speed boost. At the end of this massive exchange, it's really hard to say who came out on top. The scoreline ends up being 3-3. Our mid laner gets a lot of gold, but unfortunately the enemy team, all the gold went to their bot lane. And guess who has to verse their bot lane and has no summoner spells? Yes, that is us. And it doesn't help that we got level 2 ganked by the Ahri. So things are going not our way. Somehow we managed to miraculously escape from this gank and both survived, which didn't last for long. As soon as the Ahri left, they pushed the wave in, got level 2, and jumped our ass. It was at this moment that I realized we are in for a very, very rough game. Look at our jungler, we've got Shyvana. Look at our mid laner, we've got Orianna. Orianna can't roam to help us, Ahri can roam to help them. And Shyvana's looking to AFK farm till God knows what level. There's no one to save us from this issue we've found ourselves in but ourselves. Plus the wave, it's frozen! Sadly, the only option actually was to roam, so that's what we started doing. We did manage to pick up a couple of kills here and there. We got the Hecarim in this river, and we tried to force any fight that looked favorable. We really didn't have any options. In a game like this, when you've lost that hard, you need to make something happen. It doesn't really matter what it is, as long as you're getting some form of gold. If we stayed in the bot lane, we were going to get zoned out indefinitely. Like, there's no one coming to fix that. And as soon as the wave bounces, we get towered over. I guarantee it. So us roaming around and making something happen is beneficial. I mean, it might not be the best, but it's better than what the other option is, which is fucking nothing, mate. Absolutely nothing. Orianna gets a very beautiful ultimate, and Twitch picks up a lot of gold too in that team fight. So things are starting to look like maybe there is some kind of world where we can come back and win this. This team fight then breaks out. Keep in mind, our leads are both in the Orianna and our Jax. He started off with a kill at level 1, plus he got the cull off of that, and he's been free farming ever since. So he's quite big. Seeing him get these kills here, it's quite hopeful. That means we have a strong top and a strong mid, so there's some potential here to carry this game. I do think it would have been hard, but there was likely a chance we could turn it around. But I believe I threw the game here. I was pretty determined to pick up this scuttle, and I didn't realize it would take me that goddamn long to kill it. When I look back, I did have no spells up, so I'm not too sure what impact I could have had in that team fight. Maybe I could have saved them, maybe I couldn't have. I'm not too certain. This is the final team fight of the game. It happened shortly after the other one we watched. They ended up getting the Baron, and here we are. I misplayed this one slightly as well. I should have pathed further away after dropping the lantern. I pretty much saved him and put him back into danger. Twitch also got picked off randomly, so it didn't help. But at the end of the day, I will take responsibility for this one. We lose 21 LP, leading us into game number 4, where I picked Thresh again because I'm stubborn as hell. I wasn't too happy with the last game's performance, so I decided that I wanted to try again. The game starts off with our jungler getting invaded by the enemy Nidalee. We immediately drop what we're doing in the lane to come and help them, and I all in, trying to get a fight going once again. Very reminiscent of the last game. We end up getting picked off, but this time it does favor us more than it did the enemy team. Nidalee then tries to gank our Shyvana once again, but this time getting shut down by the top laner. By the way, the reason that it was worth more for us, even though they had more kills, is because we have a full AP comp, so getting gold onto Smolder is our main priority. Him surviving here is a great thing. If I die, it's okay. We need Smolder to get fed this game, or else they're going to be able to stack AP and we won't be able to win. And yes, that makes it all the more painful when I accidentally stole this kill from the Smolder. I noticed that the mid laner had finished pushing in her wave and ours was about to crash, so I asked her to rotate down so that we can get a gank onto this bot lane. This was a very crucial moment for our team. We picked up multiple kills onto Smolder, multiple assists, and all we have to do is head back to base and spend that gold, which is what we were trying to do until this happened. Fast forwarding through this game, the score is now 22-13 and we are catching out this Nautilus left, right, and center. "18 minutes into this game and Smolder almost has his upgrade. He's got a bunch of kills. It's not looking likely that this can go in the enemy's favor. Any engage that we take, it's going to go our way, and it does here again, especially because the hooks are landing. The hooks are landing this game, so you guys can't give me any shit. We end up killing 4 of them and going for the Baron while the Fiora splits. She's 0-13. It's her only option. This is the final team fight. We all in. We've got the execute from the Smolder. The game, it is over. It's safe to say that I played a significantly better game of Thresh this time around. I redeemed myself for the last game, so I was pretty stoked about that. We ended up collecting another game here. 4 wins so far, 1 loss. Game number 5, we are playing Sion in the top lane. Except that I begged our mid laner to give me his lane. So we're actually playing him in the mid lane. I didn't want to match the Cassiopeia, so we went up against Nunu. Nunu is a very good match for the Sion. I'm very grateful that he decided to give us the lane. He was not so happy about it after he saw me die right away, but hey, this is standard gameplay for Sion. Typically speaking, after level 1 you die and then you can freeze the wave and make up that gold, which is what I'm doing here. I'm trying to freeze the wave so I can make up the gold that I lost, and then I'll have an experience advantage, and hopefully this guy gets ganked and then we can work from there. But unfortunately Graves shows up first, so we're now in a position where we're trying to survive. We know that Nunu has no flash, so that's what we're trying to work on here. Pick on that no flash Nunu. Akshan has done the impossible. He's roamed at level 4 and he ends up getting rewarded for it. He picks up a kill onto the Nunu. This is something that he does quite a lot apparently. This guy roams like no other that I've seen. We end up catching up in farm, and equalizing the lane. They do this fight over the Drake, so I'm attempting to help. I have no health or mana, but we do have our passive, so I don't mind doing the trade here. Ultimately, we were going to go base anyway, so this is just additional gold, and we get to go back sooner. The important thing about that fight is that Akshan is getting fed. He's roaming, and he's picking up a shit ton of kills, and Cassiopeia is just sitting in top. It wasn't just the Akshan though. Whilst I was walking to the top lane to cover Akshan's lane, I noticed that everyone is playing quite efficiently in this team. Check out the way that they juggle the aggro on this tower and manage to secure this kill onto the enemy ADC. So in my brain right now, I've got Akshan as a good player and I've got Ezreal as a good player. So these are two people I can work with to gain elo. And realistically, all you need is two. And I know the jungle is fine as well. So solid players in a team where we already have a lead. And I know that I outscale the Nunu. If that didn't tilt the Cassiopeia, I don't know what would. That was so painful to be a part of. We played it as perfect as it could be played, so the fact that he didn't get anything at all from that exchange is kind of shocking. I intentionally go to the top lane now. It's really only between level 1 and 6 that I don't want to verse a Cass. After that, I have enough MR. I can easily 1v1 her whenever I want. I'm intentionally walking into the tower and behind the Cass so that she has to make a choice. Does she want to ult the tank or does she want to attack and ult the people that are trying to kill her? And obviously she goes to the ones that are damaging her. Either way results in us getting the kill. When you're on a team with a player that knows how to play Akshan, it is so fun to watch, and it makes me have FOMO. Like, I wish I was playing that champion and playing it that good. This guy absolutely killed it this game, so kudos to him. He pretty much hard carried us, and if he didn't swap lanes with us, oh boy, it would have been a different story, this one. Very different story. So we ended up going 4-1 today, which isn't too bad at all. We're now over 400 LP after this game closes out. Thanks for watching this episode. Make sure to leave a comment and a like. And yeah, we're so close to Grandmaster. I'll see you in the next video.
Y'all ain't on this level.